A few months ago, I bought my first BMW E30, and that car had never been on the road in Norway before, and I didn't even know how long the car had been sitting. And after I bought the car, I did a few fixes on it to prepare it for the controls. But when I took it to the controls, well, we actually lost a little piece that was supposed to sit on and hold the rear spring, so the car did not pass at all. So now it is time to start fixing the car and prepare it for the next inspection.
Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today is the first day where we are going to be fixing the BMW E30 after we had it on the controls. So the first thing we are going to attack today is actually the rear end of the car. We are going to drop the whole subframe and swap out the bushings. And while we are doing that, we're also going to replace the brake lines, and we are going to be seeing there was some other things as well that we are going to try to fix today, and I assume tomorrow as well. This will probably take some time. So simply now it's time to get to work, get the car in the air, and start removing the subframe. Let's go. Okay, with me I have a buddy of mine, which is a mechanic, and he will help me do this job because I don't want to do this alone. So let's now go through what we actually need to remove to get the whole subframe down.
Yeah. On this car you need to remove this screw right here for the differential.
Yeah, diff bushing, the shock right there. Yeah.
Drive shaft here.
Drive shaft we need to remove.
Brake lines.
Brake lines. Just need to remove some covers to get to the brake handbrake cable right there. And then we have the massive thing that actually was a fault, and that's the subframe bushing. That's horrible condition, so we need to, that's why we're doing this, to swap this out. Let's see.
It's not supposed to do like this.
No, so that's pretty bad. So this will be a massive upgrade, getting power flex into these.
Yeah, and that's because of those bushings and this differential bushing.
Yeah, look at this. That's not supposed to be like that. That's horrible. And of course the exhaust also has to go, so we're simply going to cut it off right now. Yeah, get to work.
Okay.
Okay, we begin with the bolts to the drive shaft. Okay, let's fire it up without no exhaust on the back air. So the reason we're lowering the car is because we are going to take the handbrake wires off inside the car and just pull them through. That's much easier than to start hassling with the drum brakes in the rear. we took off that, and we have loosened the diff bushing right there, or diff bolt if you will. Now that's off, so now actually nothing is holding the subframe, to be honest, except from the transmission jack right there. Woo! Burn rubber, it smells motivation.
This process would have been a lot easier if we were to just remove the whole prop shaft instead of just loosening the bolts and removing them. So loosening the prop shaft and just taking it out, that's much easier than what we did. So I suggest doing that.
Nice, there it is. Now we have to remove that one. We got lucky on this side because it actually came off with the subframe, so that's good. It's actually pretty loose. Wow, that's pretty nice. Very good, things are going great. So one of the faults with the car is that this thing that was right there has simply rusted off, and that's a real issue. So that made, like, this thing is supposed to stay on top here. That fell off during the controls. That's not good at all. So that is why we need to sand this part down with a steel brush, and then we need to weld something on here which will keep the springs in place. Okay, so what we have done here is actually weld on this cup thingy that is actually from a BMW E91, and it has the same function on the E91, but this is actually better than the OEM because that was really bad. This is the OEM one. Look at this tiny little thing, and this was not the issue. The left one was not the problem on the controls. That was the right one. We touched it just a little bit and it was super rusty. There we go. There. Now, no one will know, and this is rock hard. This will not go anywhere. We can put the spring on here safely, and it will be no issue. Fixed. Really nice. That was one point on the controls that we needed to fix. Actually on the right side, but we did it on both sides, so it's better. Now, the next thing to tackle is take these things off, and then we can take the new bushings you see right there on.
One eternity later.
What we're doing is actually removing the subframe bushing. Is this the most optimal way of doing it?
Maybe good, maybe bad.
Well, I don't know. Bonfire with the boys. It's a good time. Woo! Woo! Lube it up! Oh yeah! Lube it up, boys! Woo! We actually found a diff bushing, so why not swap to a better one? Okay, this was super easy. Just punched it out with a hammer. Took some WD-40 on it and hammered 2 hardcore punches, and it was out. That was easy. Okay, now we're gonna mount the diff bushing. We found a Powerflex bushing.
Den gule vel den mykeste her, tror jeg.
Den det. Okay, we are going to swap the shocks as well because the shocks on the car are actually too long. They are from an E46. So these are E30 shocks that we're going to install because these are shorter and that will not make the spring fall out when we jack up the car. You can see they are actually much shorter. That's a good thing. I don't know why it's E46 shocks on this car, but it'll now be good with some proper OEM shocks, E30 shocks. So that's good. Let's swap them out. Oh yeah, mounted new shocks. Very nice. That's OEM E30 shocks. Good stuff. Perfect conditions to work on. I mean, perfect.
After I fixed the shocks, I also sprayed the front subframe of the car with some heavy-duty black paint that's meant to have on the underside of cars. And after we did that, we installed some new brake lines on the car, and that was the last thing we did for the night. Because it was getting very late. So we got the Powerflex bushings in, and then it was time to call it the day and continue the next day.
So we're actually soon ready to mount this back up, but we will do that tomorrow.
So I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.